Welcome back, fellow cardboarders, and a warm welcome to all the new subscribers. By the recording of this video, we reached and surpassed 70 subscribers. So thank you everyone for joining us on the cardboard train. Now, whenever I get mail like this in that volume, I always remember that funny cardboard crack comic here seen on screen. You can pause it if you want to read it, and I just find it so fitting. I think today I received I don't know, I think the top 5 or something of the letters. It's just so funny and crazy at the same time. But yeah, those were some really nice deals and I wanted to dig into it, tell you my thought process. Let's dig right in and see what I got. And join me along in this journey through old sets and some commander cards. As most of my subscribers already know, I collect old sets like Portal 3 Kingdoms, as well as Antiquities, Legends. I have a finished The Dark set, and I'm planning on accumulating Arabian Nights as well to build a set cube out of every of the mentioned sets. So these look really nice. I think I'll show on screen what I paid for this order. I think the Horsey was the most expensive one. As an uncommon of Portal 3 Kingdoms, this card cost me around 20 bucks. And it has Island Walk, so I love it. Okay, let's dig into the next one and see if there are more Portal 3 Kingdoms or other sets included here. Sorry, the address was able to be seen for a second, so I had to blur that out. So, yes, more Portal 3 Kingdoms, love it. The challenge for me, which I set for myself, was accumulating enough Portal 3 Kingdoms cards so that I can play with the whole set cube with around 6 players. So this card is a little bent, so that's kind of a bummer. But all in all, I think it is still totally playable. This one is also kind of bent. Hope I didn't do that. Maybe I did that. Ugh. Yeah, don't handle your cards that way. If that was... But this one is not bent, so maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was the post. Let's check for the rest. This one we established. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah. Oops. That Portal 3 Kingdoms has some shinier versions when you compare those two. And this is just... So this is a real card. This one is shinier than the others. And this is a real card and was just printed somewhere else. So you see, if you compare it to the other two, the red and the blue one are a little more matte, have a little more matte finish, and this one is shinier but still real. We did a zoom in check on these shiny cards in another video and made sure that this card is real. I will link to the video up on the screen, probably here. So let's see what else we have here. Some paper and some loose cards. Don't pack your cards like this. They will flop around and get stamped or bent, or yeah. So this card was bent before. So this one has a bent mark as well. This one has an island, lucky us. So let's throw that away. And oh yeah, it's a Boziju. I still needed that for a deck of my lands deck, also linked right there. If you want to check it out, it is a 4-color Lands Matter deck without blue. Sadly, this card has been stamped on here and think there. And I will ask for a partial refund since this card is no longer near mint. Kinda sad, but I will still play it and keep it and see if I can get a couple of bucks as a refund for the damage of the card. What else do we have here? More cards. All right. An ivory tower for my Antiquities collection. This little one looks kinda shiny as well. So I think this should be real. I think it is, again, one of the shinier versions of the cards, but let's look and take a closer look. But this one seems real. Careful, we're gonna zoom now. And zoom into this, but I might need some better lighting for this. What I always want to check is the C of the magic. There we are in focus. If the C is fully printed through and not pixelated like the rest of the texture of the card. So you can see the brown has some of the printer rosettes that the black does not have. If you pause it for a second, the video, you will see and notice what I mean. So this card is legit. I'll zoom out again. It is quite used and, well, kind of shiny, but still a real card, and I will totally play it in my set cube. So I'm glad I have this MP HP version of this card. Okay, and I also got a nice copy artifact. It is a IE version used. The gold border always gets used very fast with these cards, so if you have some of these, try to keep them in sleeves and don't swipe them around on the play mats or floors like people did back in the days. The corners get damaged really easy. These normal have sharp, edgy corners. I'm still buying reserved list cards of the IE and CE sets as well as revised, just because I think with the fear happening right now of Wizards reprinting all the reserved list cards, these prices are just so great, and you should never forget that even if Wizards reprints these cards, even without a proxy back and a normal cardboard back of Magic the Gathering, these prices will drop, but eventually go up again. And when you look at some of these older Portal 3 Kingdoms cards and see what people are willing to pay, for example, for this Horsey, which people pay for around 20 bucks each, cards like these, which are way more playable, will in the future, in like 5 to 10 years, still be at this price if Wizards reprints them into the ground, which they will probably not do. But if they did, this old piece of cardboard cannot be recreated, and they will always use like modern borders. And even if they use the retro border, they will still use the more modern way of formulating the rules of the cards, as well as the symbols and the names. Therefore, I think as old comics, these old cards will stay up and go up in the future. So if you are financially stable and just really love those cards, maybe wait a couple of months longer and see if you find some nice deals for some reserved list cards. Let me check if there's no address in here. So this is just my thought. Those are my thoughts on the reserved list debacle with the Magic 30th anniversary booster packs. And just the fact that Wizards is willing... Oh, I think there's some address. Let me go off camera for a sec. Get these cards out. Here they are. Just the fact that Wizards is willing to ask for $250 per booster pack. They are actually... Sorry, phone died here for a second, but footage is missing or lost. I was saying Magic is actually acknowledging the price of the current reserved list cards. So they are acknowledging that these should be worth money, and the expensive Power 9 and Dual Lands should be hundreds of dollars. So I think in the future, if they even reprint another set without proxy bags, or well, another unlimited beta set, they would price them even higher. So this card has a little bend mark here. I hope that was in the listing, but otherwise I love it. Stalking Tiger. Oh, this one is stuck in there. That sucks. See if I can get it out. Oh yeah. Oof. So that's kind of sticky there. Ugh. I mean, it's still playable, but I think someone tried to clean or wipe something off here. Can you see that? Yeah. It's kind of shiny, so I think someone wiped something off and maybe some water residue was still on there. If you're cleaning cards, make sure they are dry. So there are also scratch marks here. I think there was some dirt maybe. Well, not a great way of cleaning. This is a rare. Now, I'll see about if I get a refund or if the card was poor anyways, and then I don't mind, but we'll see. So we got a beautiful Lone Wolf and a Zodiac Ox, also quite expensive. All these Zodiac cards are at least a couple of euros, and the uncommon ones are, I think, at least $10, but you would have to check for the single cards. So this one, for example, is less than $10, but I think still like $4 or so. I also bought 3 visits. I think I need 4 or 5 for this set. So this card is actually like 30 euros each. This card I got for my trap deck. It's a trap! I got interrupted at the door, so I was saying this card will go into my trap deck. It should be on the channel probably in a week or 2 in a short form probably, and if the video gets enough views and positive feedback, I will probably do a deck tech on this deck as well. But it is my favorite deck of, I think, all time actually, so I do want to share it. This card was marked as poor. It has a bend in the middle, but is totally playable, so I'm glad I got this for a bargain. 2 more. Let's see what is in here. I think I need a knife. Hey, guess what? Even more Portal 3 Kingdoms cards. Nice. We are coming along with the set cube. Here we go. Zodiac Tiger, another one. I think I only needed 2. A nice Unlimited Mountain. Very nice. And some... Oh, this card will also go into my lands deck. Very nice. Some bulk Mirage lands. So, and this one should be my commander card. Let's see if it is. Because I treated myself to a Jeweled Lotus. Let's see if it is real and near mint as stated. Yeah, that looks nice. I haven't seen any German fake cards yet, so I do have to see those in real life at some point, but luckily I haven't yet, and I got myself a etched copy of Scalding Tarn. Very nice. Both of them were quite cheap, and I figured why not go for them and get them for a lower price than on CardMarket. So, very nice. And this is just a bulk rare, I think. I did not order that. Yeah, just in between there. Nothing too spicy. So, I hope you enjoyed this little mail time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.